Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Canon Mikho, aka Ocean Crash. And today's before work is a little bit different. I'm on my way to a coffee shop with my friend. We're gonna work together. So today I wanted to cover up on a little bit of things. In particular, well, first of all, I am getting a new camera, new webcam, because I'm not a huge fan of the quality of my current camera. I bought it. It's a Windows Live Cam HD 3000. I thought it was going to be in 1080p. I thought it was going to be clear, but it's very it's a lot of dots and what would they call it, pixelation on the videos, and it just doesn't look high quality, so I don't like it. So I bought a Logitech C920C. So that's gonna be able to record in 1080p, so I'll get you guys better quality video. I won't look as fuzzy and ugly, and I'm working on cleaning the office so you guys don't see a bunch of junk in the back. So today I wanted to talk about coffee and the industry and what's popular at the moment, what's not popular. Simply because I'm always in the field. I'm always doing stuff surrounding coffee. I do a lot of vendoring. I'm always trying to find ways to kind of set myself apart from everyone else. I guess so. The number one thing I'm noticing right now, and I'm curious what everyone else thinks, but for me personally, what I see as trending, as the number one trending thing, is Nitro Brew. Nitro Brew, I feel like Nitro Brew was introduced and then it kind of it hasn't hit its peak yet. It was introduced, but then everyone's like, whoa, this is too early. We're still wrapping our minds around cold brew. So cold brew sells like hotcakes now. And every time I do vendoring, that's all I sell, and I always sell out of it. I prep 4 gallons of it, and sometimes 2 gallons if it's a smaller event, and I always sell out of it. I think each gallon gets me around 20 cups, 25 cups. So, each container, every 2 gallons gets me around 20, 25 cups. But, so I think Nitro Brew is currently getting to be in its fame. It's still in its what's this? This is Nitro Brew. This is amazing. Because I've been making it at my vendoring events, and I charge I have a 20% markup on it compared to my cold brew, and I think I have an additional 15% profit margin on top of my cold brew, which I currently make. I believe it's a 55% profit margin. So on the Nitro Brew, I make an additional 15%, so it's about 65%, around 65% profit margin, which could be better, but I'm not a Starbucks. I don't bulk buy. I can't afford it, and I don't have room to put all the bulk buying stuff. I get if I bought 5,000 cups or 100,000 cups, my prices would be substantially lower, and my margins would be a lot higher. But the way I price my my drinks and my coffee, and then all my merch, excluding merch that's relative or subjective to that person, to that business. So my shirts that I have for my company, that I will be selling soon, are going to be priced high just because it's merch. You're buying it for that person, to support that person or that business. So cold brew and Nitro Brew I feel like is in its fame right now. And one thing that I'm personally works the best for me in terms of fame and sales and profit and all that stuff is I make Italian sodas. I make handcrafted Italian sodas, specific recipes that I've created over time. Of course, it's a combination of syrups, and it works. It's delicious. People love it. They go absolutely insane for it, and it just works. It works, and they sell like hotcakes. I sell I usually sell out of my cold brew, usually around 25 cold brews, and then I sell out of carbonated water, which is what I use to make my handcrafted Italian sodas, and I sell about 50 of those. I usually bring around 8 gallons of carbonated water, and I sell out of those. So it's not 8 gallons, it's like 4 to 6. And they just work so well. So I don't think Italian soda is in its fame. I feel like it's one of those things that's just there, and people don't really like buy it, or they don't know it exists. It's a select market. I think it kind of died out in America with the seltzer brand. You know how seltzer water kind of just isn't a thing anymore. Yeah, so my biggest issue with carbonated water is I can never get high quality carbonated water. Now, I'm trying to finish the current supply of carbonated water I have. I have enough for about one more event. But then after that, I have 2 options I'm considering doing. I'm considering using a I forgot what they're called, but like a seltzer canister fuser thing. It's slipping my mind. Like a fuser, turns the water into carbonated water. It's those things where you add the tank in the bag and then you spray. I forgot what it's called. But I'm considering buying one of those, or I'm considering buying LaCroix carbonated water. But I'm trying to find it at the cheapest possible per ounce. So far, the cheapest I can find it, I think it was 4 ounces a can. It was 4 cents an ounce. Cannot speak today. 4 cents an ounce. So my cups are 16 ounces. So that's around 16 times 4. That's 64. So 64 cents cuts out of my profit margin. That's a lot. It's about one can of soda I use. Even though, you know what? No, it's about 10. I would say it's about 10 ounces because I have the ice and then I have the syrup. I don't usually fill it up to the brim, leave room. So I would say it's about 10 cents. So we can say 40 cents it takes out of my profit. That's not including the cup, the lid, the straw, and the syrup. So, it's a substantially larger profit margin, whereas I'm used to buying a gallon of carbonated water for $1. So, I mean, that's like 5 cents, 7 cents per cup, which is a lot lower. So there's that, but yeah, Nitro Brew I think is in its fame, and I think Cold Brew is in its fame as well. I think they're both there. I feel like Nitro Brew it's one of those things where not a lot of coffee shops have them, but if they have them, they're always selling. They're constantly selling. I know there's a lot of Starbucks around here that don't sell it, but the biggest one that we have at Woodfield Mall in Illinois, Schaumburg, Illinois, they have it and they sell quick. So I have a modified version that takes me a lot longer to make since I don't have a machine, but I am considering investing in a machine. So I guess my question to you guys is if you guys know of a good Nitro Brew machine where I can, probably holds like a gallon, I would hope, or like 5, 10, 15, 25 liters. That'd be awesome. That way I can just load a few diffusers in there, and then instead of doing it, so I use a whipped cream canister, so I do it by per order basis. So, but I need one of those, so if you guys know of one, I'd appreciate that. And then also a seltzer diffuser. I'm forgetting what they're called. Not a fuser, not a shaker, I forgot what it's called. But I need one of those. I was looking at Webstaurant, saw some good discounted ones there, but the reviews were like mixed. It's around like a 3.5 star average. So, but yeah, so the coffee, I feel like the coffee industry right now is in a position where it's like people know what they want, but they're a little bit confused. Let's probably close this. Yeah, I feel like people know what they want, but they're a little bit confused. I think it'll always be caramel macchiatos. I think it'll always be blended sugary drinks like caramel, chocolate, double Oreo stuff, Frappuccino. I think that will always be there. It's a reason why I'm making Reese's whipped cream, cookies and cream, whipped cream. The reason why I'm creating those things and making, you know, specific drinks. But yeah, so there's just so many more things that I've been working on, and so many things that I constantly am thinking, what can I do? What's the where's the market right now? You know, how can I exceed? And I mean, vendoring can only get you so far. Especially, I noticed that a lot of the paid ones where I have to pay to be set up, I don't make much money off of them. It's usually the free ones that I'm going to. Maybe, you know, there's an event and there's no one else there and they want a coffee shop there to sell drinks. I make a lot of money there because it's pure profit since I start, you know, net profit. So that's nice. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my before we work today. I think we're on episode 6 or 7. I forgot. I think it's 7. I don't think I uploaded 6 yet, but I will do that as soon as I get the chance. Yeah, I think we're 6. I think it's the 6 or 7. I don't remember. You'll find out in the title. You'll know by the title. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I'm gonna go get my coffee drink on. Thanks for tuning in to Before We Work, guys. Have a wonderful day. Drink your coffee and get productive, y'all. Have a good one. Peace.